Hey there! Welcome to Chris Views, where I review videos that I get from the flea market where my friend has a booth. I'd like to give a big Chris Views shout out to Gregory at Flip for Fleas Flea Market on the corner of Growling Street and US 1. Thanks, Gregory! Without you, this show wouldn't be possible. This week we're reviewing one of my all-time faves, Over the Top. The movie has it all. Great action, cool muscles, drama, and a happy ending. And I love happy endings. You hear me out there, world? We need more happiness. And if you want great happiness, then I suggest Over the Top. Anyway, in this film, for all of you that don't know, Sly plays Hawk, or Hawks, depending on the scene. He has a job that most men want, a trucker. What's more awesome than a man on the road, a muscle man? Driving his rig, pumping iron, and checking fools at truck stops all around the world. But he ain't all brawn. In this movie, he's a man trying to reconnect with his son. Played by a young Demi Moore, his son's a real piece of shit.
Grandfather always said you were a loser. Now you're trying to make me one, and I hate you for it.
Being a dick from start to end, not appreciating what an awesome dad he has. What the flip is this kid's problem anyway? I mean, his dad can rock the high waist and suspenders and still look like a bad dude. Get a life, douche. So 2 minutes in, we get our first cool muscle shot. Sly washing down his truck before he goes to pick up his asshole for his son. Sly, if you were my dad, I would be totally cool. I wouldn't try to run away or cry like a bitch. Hawk is taking his kid to see his mom, Sly's ex-wife, who he left under mysterious conditions that aren't really revealed. Let me tell you what I think happened. I think Sly woke up one morning and realized that he was Sly, and he shouldn't have to be married to an old bag like this. Couldn't they have found anybody else to play this part? There must have been a dozen hot ladies willing to play Sly's bedridden, cancer-filled saddlebag. Wait, did she have cancer? They never really said what she had. I guess she was sick from not being able to be with Sly anymore. That would kill anyone. Careful, ladies. That's too much hunk for anyone to handle on their own. Sly takes his kid across the country and tries to teach him how to be a man. Eventually, the kid's gay lover, or his pop-pop, I didn't really catch what he was. Meh. He comes into the picture and tells Sly that he's a bad dad.
You signed over custody, and Michael will never go with you because you're a loser. You've always been a loser!
He hires thugs to kidnap the kid, and one of the thugs is Terry Effin Funk. How cool is this movie?
Mr. Cutler is talking to you.
The jerk kid leaves the old man, and Sly's old lady dies. But let's get to the arm wrestling. That's what I paid the $5 for. That's a giant tournament in Vegas, and perhaps one of the greatest montages ever put to film. These guys are all serious beefs, and they're all after our hero. What's gonna happen? I won't spoil it for you, but if you need a shot of 100% certified USDA flexing muscles, you'll want to stick around for the big finish. This movie is like an energy drink that makes you want to stay up all night lifting weights. And at 2 a.m., you go to your local Denny's and challenge anyone you see to arm wrestle you. Then you go over the top on those motherfuckers. Then when all the babes see your flexes, they invite you to their house, and that's where the business happens. Passionate lovemaking with 3 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. They've never seen a beef like you, and they can't get enough. And then you wake up and find out it's all just been a dream. That's Over the Top. Now it's time for Check It or Chuck It. This week in my bag I got Speed, starring Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. This movie is pretty sweet. High octane, high adrenaline action. Sandra looks hot, and Keanu looks hard. Hard muscled, that is. Check it! Next we have Backstreet Boys All Access, a behind-the-scenes look at the concert of Backstreet. Sorry girls, a couple of these guys look like they play for the other team, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I mean they're gay. Secret scene after the ending. I won't spoil it for you, but it involves penis and butthole mixing and a lot of crying. Lots of crying. These guys are from Florida. I say chuck it. Next we have Play School GoBots, episodes 1 and 2. These master robots help the Earth change into cool things to get the job done. I say check it for the over-the-top animation and cool soundtrack. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Chris Views. Until next time, this is Chris saying, be kind, rewind. Rewind. That's all I remember.
That's the whole movie.
That's the whole movie. He won because he was a kid in an arm wrestling match.
It's pretty what's up.